What's up, guys? Some gentlemen here, back with another profile. Third one for today, also. And what we have?
We have Morphtronics, and for half of that.
Awesome. Let's get into it.
Okay, so Morphtronics. For those unfamiliar, the best card of the deck is Selfon. Yeah, pretty much just roll dice, real top cards of your deck, and then summon a Morphtronic from the cards revealed.
And it's not once per turn, also.
And it's not hard once per turn, yeah. So and he's also machine dupe target. So pretty much this card does it all. For the rest of the non-tuner names, I play one Borden. He's another machine dupe target, but I'm just playing one as a remote and search, which I'll show remote in a sec. He's one of my tuners. He might just get cut for another level 4, honestly. The problem with any synchro deck, and anyone that plays synchro decks can attest, is that you just find yourself getting into weird board states where you just like don't have the extra deck space to just like make random synchros to keep playing the game. So he might just get cut just because he's a weird one. And then I play a lot of 4s because level 7s is very easy to make in this deck. So we'll play 3 Boomboxing. Most of these guys' effects don't matter because we're playing a synchro deck. But you can attack twice. Radion, it boosts Morphtronics, attack and defense.
That's so scary if you have like 2 like Radion and
yeah, if you have like 2 Radions with Boomboxing, this deck alternatively can win with just the main deck. It's kind of cool. And then 3 Slinging. Slinging contribute another one to pop a card, so he's kind of cool.
It has to be butt slinging though.
Yeah, huh?
Except for slinging though.
Yeah, he can't trip himself or another slinging. For the tuners, so we got the level 1 is Lantron. Very important one for making basically synchro plays. And then we have the 3 Remoten. Remoten is just like basically a machine dupe target as well that has a really good attack position effect. You can target a Morphtronic in the grave, banish it, and then search for one at the same level. So that's why I play the one Borden, so I can banish a level 3 Scopin, which is the next one, and then search for a Borden. So that way I can have a level 3 non-tuner. And then Scopin is very important. Scopin is the only one that can be the level 4 tuner deck. So in attack position, you can summon a level 4 Morphtronic from the hand, and that's how you get to make a single 7, usually Power Tool. And defense, it's level 4 instead, which really helps you for making single 5s, and then make Quasar, make your way up to a Quasar.
Pretty good. Scopin's like really good.
Yeah, so that's all the monsters. For the extenders, so extenders, we have Machine Dupe plus Selfon. Usually means full combo, but not always guaranteed because it is just die rolling. So if you keep rolling 1s and not revealing Morphtronics, you don't do a whole lot. We play 3 Instant Fusion. I only play 1, it's just a level 4 guy. And then we play 3 Soul Charge. Card is nuts. So basically the idea of this deck is if you can make 1 Quasar without using Soul Charge, you can then Soul Charge back all the materials that you use to make Quasar and make a second Quasar.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, so back in the day, when Soul Charge got announced, Quasar went from like a $40 card to a $100 card because of that.
Yeah.
For the more Morphtronic extenders, so we have 3 Junk Box. It's basically Monster Reborn for any Morphtronic. Level 4 lower, which I think is all of them, and then it gets destroyed in the end phase, but it's not a big deal because you're going to be synchroned with it. So that's card. It has Selfon on it, which is kind of cool. Then we play 3 Morphtronic Repair Unit, which is basically also a Monster Reborn. You ditch a Morphtronic from hand and then target one in grave, and then special summon it, and then it just needs to feel that it's destroyed. So the idea is that sometimes you can search what you want with Remoten, and then use this, ditch it, and then summon it back as long as you have a legal target engraved. And also you search yourself Power Tool. So since Power Tool is usually a good first synchro, I play 1 more equip spell, DDR, which is good with Remoten because Remoten banishes cards, and then I can summon them back that way. And then that way I can at least like Power Tool twice. If I draw 1, I can still resolve Power Tool. And then for the last cards, I play 1 1-for-1. If you can open up 1-for-1 and save your normal summon, that's insane. And then Foolish Burial is just another way to access Selfon, so I can summon it back with like Junk Box or the Repair Unit or whatever.
Or Soul Charge.
Or Soul Charge, but preferably not. Okay. Extra deck is insanely tight. So these are the ones I've been playing with and summoning the most. We have Formula. Obviously gotta play Formula. I think it's at 1 in this format. It's crazy. Armory Arm, level 4, comes with a lot. We have the 2 5s that we make, which these are how we make the Quasar almost always. And then we have for 7s, I have Black Rose, which is more of just a safety fodder. I can formula into with TG into Black Rose in this case when let's say my Selfon starts lacking and I just need to end on some kind of interruption, or just go ahead and suck it. Power Tool, main one of the deck. Basically search the Repair Unit and then just kind of basically free extender. And then Ancient Fairy, another level 7, it's also a good extender. At the moment, I'm not doing any level 6s. Those don't come up too often. Normally, are only made with Formula and another level 4. And it's just because I just want to draw off TG. I noticed it never really came up much anyways when I was trying to actually combo. So I ended up cutting that. For 8s, I just play Stardust. I had to cut Scrap Dragon for space. But Stardust is really good. Sometimes I can generally make 2. Or at least I can make like 2 Quasars and 1 Stardust. And Stardust is obviously just a good card. And then I play 2 shooting Quasar dragons. Like I said, obviously I try to summon one and then still charge back materials, make a second one. Card's basically an Omni Negate, can attack twice. If it dies, it floats into shooting Star Dragon, which is basically a destruction negate. Can get multiple attacks. And then also it can negate an attack and banish itself, but it won't come back because it wasn't properly summoned. So generally I just try to keep it on field as another spell and try to get basically another Stardust. You can also make this with Stardust and Formula, but obviously Quasar is the end goal. A lot more fun, a lot more cool. And yeah. And then for non-synchros, I play 1 Karbala Knight. I found that level 4 is usually the only one I really needed to summon. 3 and 5 are other options, but generally 4 is all I need. And then for rank for XYZs, I play 1 Laval Chain. Obviously, just another basic. If I open up like a 4 in Instant Fusion, I can dump Self on and then try to summon back Self on with like a junk box or whatnot, you know. So that's basically his usage. Just basically more ways, as many ways to Self on as possible, because that's obviously the main core of the deck. And if you don't see him, you're generally not doing a whole lot. And then I play 1 more. I play Dracosac. So sometimes, so making Quasar isn't usually doing with the 7s. So sometimes the 7s get in the way. And I really just needed an XYZ to get them out of the way. And Dracosac's also really good. And you can summon 2 tokens that are level 3s, which could potentially be used as synchro fodder.
Nice.
And he's a pop as well, so he's just a good card all around. For notable extra deck monsters, I have Gear Guy X, basically just Rhoda for any machine, so basically Self-on. Another 7 option is Big Eye. For fusions, I would just say Cybersaurus is a 5, but they could go basically 2 and 8. Oh, thanks. And then for synchro options, we have Colossalus is a level 3, so you could do him in a power 2 and a formula for Quasar. The deck is like mostly Earths. Now I don't play most of the ways to do these, but these are guys you could make, is Beast and Barkion, which are obviously good cards, but the deck doesn't make them that well, and I'm trying to make Quasar anyways. And then here's my 6, that's probably the best one you can play in this format, is Scythe News. Just has good stats, 2400, he also is Earth, and then if he, at the end of damage calc, you can banish him when the card he battled, basically, in case it was like stronger. And then Scrap Dragon is obviously just a good 8 that clears stuff. For other Morphtronics that I could play, especially for the Beast and Barkion, is basically the other 2 Bordens, which Borden again is a machine dupe target. Very good in the fact that you can summon 1, machine dupe the other 2 in defense. In defense, they basically protect the other ones from being, they protect all the other ones from being destroyed by battle. So then you can kind of like stall a turn, stall a couple turns there. And then we play, and what we would play is 3 Clockins. Not a machine dupe target, but it is Earth and is level 2. So basically used for Beast, usually used for Barkion. But problem with synchros is just not enough space for it all, so we had to kind of focus our deck on what we want to do. The deck is fairly consistent in the sense that you can find ways to self-on and play. Obviously die roll, that is not consistent, but I play a lot of Morphtronic, so obviously I can try to keep going, but again, it usually just hit and miss. So sometimes you go off, you have fun, sometimes you just end on a lackluster board and just hope that's enough. But the deck's really fun. It's definitely a more casual deck for a hat format, but this is probably, aside of like modern Morphtronic with like, where they can do like infinite loops and whatnot, probably the best it was in a long time. So yeah, I really enjoyed the deck. I played it as a, in this fight back then, basically with making Quasar back in the day, and so a lot of those cards I have were from back then, and I don't know how the heck I ever made Quasar because it was so horrible. But yeah, so thanks for checking out the profile, guys. Again, Sleep Guy and the Gentleman, and see you later.